Here's a shocking truth that might make chocolate ice cream lovers everywhere question everything they thought they knew about their favorite frozen treat. Sometimes the brands with the biggest marketing budgets deliver the most disappointing experiences. We conducted an extensive taste testing mission across multiple grocery store chocolate ice cream brands. And what we discovered will probably surprise you. After sampling 8 different options and evaluating them based on crucial factors like texture quality and flavor intensity, one particular brand emerged as the clear disappointment winner. But here's where it gets controversial. It's a brand that many families have trusted for generations. Breyers chocolate ice cream claimed the unfortunate title of worst performer in our comprehensive ranking. Now, before you start typing angry comments about how this contradicts your childhood memories, hear us out. This beloved brand delivered an experience that was fundamentally flawed on multiple levels. Instead of the luxurious, creamy texture that transforms a simple dessert into pure bliss, Breyers presented us with an icy, crystallized consistency that dissolved too rapidly on the tongue, leaving behind a watery disappointment. But texture wasn't the only problem. And this is the part most people miss when choosing ice cream. The chocolate flavor itself was surprisingly muted and unremarkable, almost as if someone had forgotten to add enough cocoa to make it actually taste like chocolate. For a product specifically marketed as chocolate ice cream, this lack of authentic chocolate character was genuinely baffling. If you absolutely found yourself stuck with only Breyers chocolate ice cream as your dessert option, we'd strongly recommend transforming it into a more elaborate sundae creation. Adding generous amounts of chocolate syrup, caramel sauce, or other toppings could potentially mask its fundamental shortcomings and create something more satisfying. However, why settle for mediocrity when superior alternatives exist right there in the same freezer aisle? Here's what makes this situation even more puzzling. Breyers actually uses what should be considered premium ingredients in their chocolate ice cream formula. When you examine the ingredient list, you'll discover high-quality components like real cream and Dutch processed cocoa powder. For those unfamiliar with Dutch processed cocoa, it's a specially treated variety that undergoes alkalization to reduce acidity and create a smoother, more mellow chocolate flavor profile. This should theoretically result in superior taste and texture. The presence of these quality ingredients left our testing team genuinely confused about why the final product performed so poorly. The formula also includes tarragon, which functions as both a stabilizer and thickening agent, designed to bind ingredients together and maintain consistency throughout the freezing process. In theory, this additive should prevent exactly the kind of texture problems we encountered. One possible explanation for Breyers' disappointing performance could be freezer burn, a common but frustrating phenomenon that occurs when ice cream experiences temperature fluctuations during storage or transport. When ice cream partially melts and then refreezes, it develops large ice crystals that create an unpleasantly crunchy, grainy texture. However, even accounting for potential storage issues, this explanation doesn't address the fundamental flavor deficiencies we observed. And here's something that might blow your mind. Breyers actually holds the distinction of being America's oldest ice cream company, with their first store opening way back in 1882. The company's founder used to sell his frozen creations from a horse-drawn wagon, complete with a bell that the driver would ring to announce his arrival and attract customers throughout the neighborhood. It's almost heartbreaking that a brand with such rich historical significance has seemingly lost its way in terms of quality execution. In stark contrast to Breyers' disappointing performance, our taste test crowned Umpqua as the clear champion. This exceptional ice cream delivered everything that Breyers couldn't. A genuinely luxurious whipped texture with an almost mousse-like quality that felt indulgent and rich. The chocolate flavor achieved that perfect sweet spot between sugar sweetness and cocoa bitterness that serious chocolate lovers crave. But here's where things get really controversial. Should we judge established brands more harshly because of their reputation and history? Is it fair to expect more from companies that have been around for over 140 years? Or have our taste preferences simply evolved beyond what traditional ice cream makers can deliver? What do you think? Have you noticed quality declining in brands you grew up loving? Do you believe that heritage and tradition should give certain companies a pass for disappointing products? Or should every brand earn customer loyalty through consistent quality regardless of their history? Share your ice cream experiences and let us know if you've been similarly disappointed by supposedly trusted brands, or if you think we're being too harsh on this frozen dessert institution.